From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott here with the short-term forecast and video discussion issued on Monday, January 13th. Well, the third week of the month is kicking off on a mostly cloudy and seasonable note here in the Lower Susquehanna Valley, but unfortunately, much colder conditions are going to arrive during the middle of the week as another upper-level trough or dip in the jet stream swings through the northeast and the mid-Atlantic states. So let me start by jumping into our daily climatology. I'm expecting a high of 42 degrees this afternoon at Millersville, and that's a few degrees above our normal high of 39. This morning's low of 25 was also 3 degrees above our normal low of 22. Today's record high was 70, set in 1932, with a record low of -4, set in 1981. Taking a look at the sky cam from the John Wright restaurant looking east across the Susquehanna River into Lancaster County, well, you'll notice that thick cloud cover out there, and you'll also see that there really isn't much snowpack left on the sky cam. Now, there is still generally 1 to 2 inches of snow left in shady areas, but in areas that have been hit by the sun over the last couple of days, there really isn't much, if any, snowpack left in those spots. Taking a look at the visible satellite imagery, well, you'll notice that thick cloud cover across central and eastern parts of Pennsylvania. There are some breaks in the clouds across northern and western parts of the state, but overall, skies will again be mostly cloudy this afternoon. As we take a look at the radar, you'll notice there are a few flurries and light snow showers across the higher terrain of northern and west central Pennsylvania out ahead of and along that Arctic cold front, but most of this activity will remain over the mountains and ultimately die out as it pushes farther south and east throughout the afternoon. I can't rule out a stray sprinkle or flurry north and west of I-81, but there won't be any accumulation. As we take a look at the GFS model for 7 p.m. this evening, well, you'll notice that Arctic cold front is slicing across the Commonwealth, and that will ultimately push east of the I-95 corridor later tonight. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, in its wake, another upper-level trough will be swinging through the northeast and mid-Atlantic states during the middle of the week, so it will turn noticeably colder tomorrow. In fact, high temperatures will be around 10 to 15 degrees below normal tomorrow afternoon, or only in the mid-20s north and west of I-81 to the low 30s along the I-95 corridor. Now, it's hard to notice here on this model, but you will notice that little bit of a disturbance across the Ohio Valley. That's going to be a moisture-starved upper-level disturbance. It's going to zip eastward later tomorrow afternoon and evening. But the issue here in the lower Susquehanna Valley in southeastern PA is that we're going to have that strong west to northwesterly flow. So that's going to create a downsloping and drying effect east of the mountains. So I don't expect anything more than a few flurries or at most light snow showers later tomorrow afternoon and evening. In fact, most areas will just stay dry. And even in areas that do see a little bit of snow, I don't expect any accumulation. However, it's going to be very cold out there tomorrow afternoon, much like the middle of last week. Northwesterly winds are going to howl at 12 to 25 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 to 35 miles per hour tomorrow and again on Wednesday. You can see that tight pressure gradient or difference in pressure lingering across the mid-Atlantic states. So the tighter the pressure gradient, the stronger the wind. So again, wind chills are only going to be in the teens and single digits from later tonight through at least early Thursday morning. So it's going to be imperative to dress in layers, bundle up, and stay warm out there during the middle of the week. Now, this cold, again, won't be considered of the dangerous variety, much like the middle of last week, but you'll still want to protect exposed skin as frostbite can still set in after a couple to a few hours, even in temperatures of this magnitude. So taking a look at the Campus Weather Service forecast, partly cloudy with a slight breeze tonight, low 22. Blustery and much colder on Tuesday with a mix of clouds and sun, high 28. Windy and cold on Wednesday with clouds and a few breaks of sunshine, high 30. And again, overnight lows tomorrow night and Wednesday night will only be in the teens. So again, those wind chills will bottom out in the single digits tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, and again Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the short-term forecast. Tune back in next Monday for the latest edition. Until then, bundle up and stay warm during the middle of the week.